Hey, listen, we're going to switch gears a little bit. So, a couple weeks ago, Pat, I planted my garden. Well, I promised the viewers I was going to give you an update on the progress of my vegetable garden. Can I just tell you, look at that lettuce. I planted red lettuce, spinach, normal lettuce. I don't even know what normal lettuce is, but lettuce. And we took that yesterday. I've been eating salad every day.
And that's why you're so healthy and
That's
radiant.
Why I'm so healthy, Pat. But I have a confession. I planted tomatoes and they died, so I need to replant them.
Tomatoes, if you plant them the way I told you and turn the roots sideways.
I didn't do it sideways. Here's the problem.
Well, that's the problem.
I planted them, but I think I did it a little bit like maybe a week too early because they froze or frost or whatever happens to tomatoes.
Plant them sideways and then it'll go up. You get about twice the roots. Then
I might do that.
Strong and vibrant.
Strong and vibrant.
All right, let's go.
Hey, side note, real quick before we remember how you said how you had an onion and it was sprouting, so you put it in the ground? Anything happened with that?
Dog pulled it up. He did. He came in and pulled it up. The next thing I was on the terrace, he'd eat it all.
Oh, poor
Blue.
Blue. I was going to say Bella, but Blue. All right. Speaking of Blue and Bella, it's time for your email questions. Or actually, you're bringing on questions. So, the chat room's been open. Bella writes in, and she says, I'm engaged and will be getting married in a few months. Hey, listen, since we're getting married soon, is it okay for us to start having sex now?
No, dear. Don't do it. Save it till marriage. True love waits. What's your hurry?
Listen, I think that's probably the #1 problem or challenge for engaged people, because you're thinking, I'm going to get married anyway.
Yeah, well, you never can tell what might happen on the way to the church, so just wait a while. All right?
I'm going to let you I'm going to leave it there.
Thank you.
Bethany writes, I'm 19 years old and my husband is 24. Our marriage has been terrible for the most part. Why is marriage so hard? Oh, brother, tell me this one. Why is marriage so hard?
Well, it's not hard. It's easy if two people will yield to the Lord, and instead of having their way, they have His way. But the trouble in most marriages is it's two strong-willed individuals each one wants his or her way. And I want my way, and if you don't do it my way, I'm going to get mad at you. I tell you, the best thing to do is to let them be recruits in the Marine Corps, and after a while, you begin to say, yes, sir, I'll do it, and then you get married.
Oh, so that's the whole key to marriage. A happy marriage is saying, yes, wife, I'll do it. Is that it? That's the key?
And yes, husband, I'll do it.
Okay, yes, husband, I'll do it too. That sounds good.
Okay.
Hey, I did an interview with a couple years ago who were marriage counselors, and they said the #1 reason for marriages breaking up, it wasn't finances, it wasn't sex, it wasn't communication, it was selfishness.
Of course.
And that really is it. It's selfishness. Everyone wants their own way.
If you're brought up as a kid, you have your own way. You have temper tantrums. You throw things, and then Mama says, oh, little darling, let me give you something. And the little kid's breaking these toys. Oh, you sweet little thing. You bring up some kid that way.
And it becomes a guy that way, or a woman
Then he's a grown child, and he starts banging his wife. All right, in the head. It's terrible.
All right, Tina writes, it says, my husband said he's not in love with me and asked for a divorce. This is the only reason he gave me. I'm baffled. I've moved out, but I want my marriage to work. What can I do?
I don't know. Why doesn't he love you? I don't have any idea. I really don't have any idea.
I don't know.
I mean, are you attractive to him? Have you made an effort to make a pleasant home? Has he got a good thing going, or is it something that's awful? I mean, he said he didn't love you. Well,
it's not on her. It's probably on him. If he says he doesn't love, then it's a whole selfishness thing again.
Okay.
Then love is more than a feeling. Love is more than an emotion. Sometimes you got to fight that love to return back in your marriage, brother. And so the worst thing, words are power. So if he says, I don't love you anymore, you might feel it, you might think it, but you don't say those words. And you say, Lord, will you give me the love that you have for me so we can translate back into my wife? That's what you need to do.
Thank you.
Come on.
Dr. Phil.
All right,
I'm good. You're good. All right.
Next question.
I won't think of adding to that.
I know. Hannah says, many of my friends use the term OMG while texting. I know the abbreviation translates to using the Lord's name in vain. What if I'm using the letters as shorthand for oh my goodness? Am I still wrong?
Why don't you find some other way of expressing yourself? It's over and over and over again. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. You hear it on television and the scripts all the time. Essentially, it's a form of blasphemy, and we don't have to do that. We don't have to bring God in on it. We just don't. And you see, is it wrong? Yes, it's wrong.